give it a minute to jump on. For those that are already on leash, I know that's Shu, but I will record these sessions. So I won't record you guys, but I'll spotlight my video and record me doing the session so that I can post it in our Facebook group later for those that might miss it or want to watch it back. So if you want to watch it back, you can. As I said, nobody else will be recorded, just me. So yeah, any injuries or anything, guys, pop it in the chat too. Mute yourselves as well, just so that you know, the video doesn't chop and change. Hopefully we can make it through half an hour. We'll see how we go. Sorry. But if you have any questions, there's a chat box, so pop it in the chat, and I can answer questions as we go. So what I get you to do is just lie down on your backs on your mat. We're just going to go through some breath work and all that stuff. Can you believe I had them quiet for like a whole 20 minutes before this, and now they're like, no, I'm like, can we just have 30 minutes? All right, so lying down on your backs when you're ready. Just get yourself comfortable. And we're just going to start with our breath. So we want to take a deep breath in through the nose. We want to expand the rib cage. And then we want to exhale through the mouth and let the ribs come back together. So just continue, just really settle yourself into the space. So let yourself have a couple of minutes to just breathe and relax. And just start to become a bit more aware of your body and how you're feeling on the mat today, or how you're feeling in general today. Just let the body really become in tune with itself. I don't know about you guys, but during lockdown, I've become really stiff and sore. So we're going to do a lot of stretching, a lot of upper back stuff today, and a little bit of core work too. So we're going to work, we're going to go into setting our neutral spine. So I'll start with our head and neck first. So with our head, as we inhale, we just want to look back behind us. And then as we exhale, we want to draw our chin to our chest and really press the back of the head down into the mat. And then we inhale to look back behind us. And exhale, sliding chin to chest, pressing the back of the head right down into the mat. Really trying to lengthen. And enjoy that stretch. So from here, we want to find halfway between those 2 points. We've got a little bit of a double chin, but the back of our neck is nice and long. And then with our shoulders, what we want to do is take our arms straight up in front of our shoulders. And as we inhale, we want to reach forward, lifting the back of the shoulders off the mat. And then as we exhale, we want to squeeze our shoulder blades together and squeeze the shoulders down into the mat. So reaching up, lifting back of the shoulders up. Exhale and squeeze shoulders down. So one more time, lifting up. And then we're slowly going to drop the shoulders down until we feel the shoulder blades flatten on the mat. And then you're going to take your hands just down by your side. And our pelvis is the next thing that we want to set. So we want to draw our belly in all the way from our pubic bone up to our rib cage. And as we exhale, we're going to draw our pubic bone to our belly button and try and flatten that lower back on the mat. Try not to push through your feet on this one. Then we're going to inhale back to the middle. And then we're going to exhale, release the belly and just tilt our pubic bone down into the floor and arch your lower back. And then inhale back to the middle. So we exhale, pubic bone to belly button, really drawing belly in. Release to the middle. Exhale, drawing pubic bone into the floor. And then back to the middle. I'm going to go one more time. And then we're going to just come back to halfway. So you want to make sure that your pelvis is nice and flat. So if you take your index fingers and thumb and make a triangle. And make a triangle and place that on your pubic bone and across your hips. Your triangle should be nice and flat. So if your triangle's not flat, you want to make it flat. You want to feel the back of your hips. Each bone, the weight should be nice and even. Our feet should be hip width apart. And if you're not sure about that, take your feet together, heels apart, feet apart. And then we're just going to go into a little spinal warm up. And we're going to go into our hip roll first. So as we inhale, we want to tilt our pubic bone to our belly button as we did just before. Flatten our lower back on the mat. And now as we exhale, we want to start to peel each vertebrae off our mat one at a time, coming up as high as we can. Excuse my mobility, guys, it's crap. Inhale when you get to the top and then exhale, slowly rounding back down, vertebrae by vertebrae, releasing back at the bottom. Now you can take this as fast or as slow as you like, depending on how stiff your back might be. I did a workout yesterday and my legs are a little sore, so. We're going to take one more. This time I want you to imagine that you've got a ball between your knees, squeezing that ball together and lifting all the way up. And then we're coming back down. We're going to hug our left knee into our chest now. So left knee pulls into your chest. You're going to hug it nice and tight with both hands. Inhale to hold it. And then exhale, you're going to release and change legs. So holding. This is level 1. If you want level 2, you're going to extend opposite leg out. Same breath, inhale, and then exhale to change over. So you're really pulling that knee nice and tight into the chest and really lengthening the opposite leg away. So you're getting a nice stretch through the hips. If you want to, you can lift your chest and head up towards your knee to add a little bit more abdominal activation in there, but it's completely up to you. So one more to each side. We're doing really, really basic stuff today just because it's the first one. And obviously 7 weeks from having a baby, need to not take it too hard too early. So then we're going to come back and we're going to bring our legs into tabletop. So tabletop, hip and knee, 90 degrees. We're just tilting our pubic bone up to our belly button just a little bit. We're going to go into our leg float. So as we exhale, we're dropping one heel down, inhale to come back to the middle. Then we exhale, other heel coming back to the middle. And you're really trying to pay attention to what your pelvis is doing. So you want your pelvis to be staying nice and level. We want to make sure that we're not letting that lower back lift off the mat. What's up, bloody girl? And I'm going to take one more to each side. And then just relaxing the right leg down. And we're going to take the left leg up in the air, grabbing behind your knee. Inhale to hold, and then exhale to change sides. So again, this is level 1. A little bit of stretch for our hamstrings. Level 2, we're just going to go into our full scissors. So full scissors, other leg extends out, holding, and then releasing. So inhale to hold, exhale to change over. Well, I'm going to be a little bit lucky, but not really. You want to be feeling the stretch. You want to be holding, not making sure that lower back still again stays nice and flat. And then we're just going to come back down. Give her a minute to sort herself out. And we're going to just place both feet back on the ground. We're going to take our right foot on top of our left knee. Really pressing that right knee out to the side. We're just going to go into a stretch. So we're just going to take the knees side to side, stretching out through the hips and the lower back. One more to each side. And then we're going to change the legs over. So left foot on top of right knee, pushing that left knee out to the side, opening up through the hip and then taking it side to side, stretching out that lower back, making sure that we're taking those deep breaths between each breath. And then coming both feet back to that neutral position. And then we're going to go into a couple of abdominal curls. So arms nice and long, tuck the chin, take a deep breath in, and then as we exhale, we're lifting the chest up to reach our hands towards our heels. But what we're trying to do is we're trying to slide our ribs towards our hips. So we want to exhale. We're going to lift the chest up and then slide our ribs down towards our hips. If you want to make it a little bit more pelvic floor friendly, you can. Take the feet away from the body. Tuck that pubic bone to your belly button. Same curl, tuck the chin as we exhale and lifting up, but it's a little bit more pelvic floor safe. You my girl, we're never going to play ball, were you? We're never going to play ball. You were just going to be off. That's just what you do. So hopefully you're starting to feel that through your abdominals. Going to take two more. And then you're going to join me in a seated position. Once you join me in a seated position, you've got your feet still hip width apart. Feet are still hip width apart. We're up tall, back nice and straight. We're going to inhale and we're going to round our spine as we inhale. Then as we exhale, we're just rocking back as far as you feel comfortable, holding for a breath in and then exhaling to come back to center. So when we come back up, make sure we sit back up nice and tall. My hip flexors are killing me today. So then we inhale around the spine, exhale, rocking back as far as you feel comfortable, holding for a breath in and then exhale to come up and sit back up nice and tall. So inhale back. Now, if you want to, when you come to this position, you can lift one leg, lift the other leg. When you hold, lower, lower, come back up. That's an option. If you want it, feel free to take it. Rounding back, lift, lift, lower, lower, sit up nice and tall. I'm going to do two more. And then I'm going to come back and come onto our belly. But actually, before we do that, straighten your legs. So you'll stay in the same position, straighten your legs. We'll do a little bit of a saw action. So straightening the legs, we're about just wider than probably about wider than our shoulders. And then from here, we're up tall, arms out nice and long. You're going to inhale to turn and then exhale. Try and reach for the outside of your pinky toe. Inhale to come back up and turn, and then exhale, reach for that pinky toe on the other side. So just moving into our stretch, Sitting up nice and tall as we rotate. We want to create space between each vertebrae. So creating space as we turn and then reaching and enjoying the stretch as we go. I may have to change the time next week to see if we can get little Miss to not be awake because she's hard work. Turn. One more to the other side. Turn and reach. So now we're going to lay on our belly on our mat. So on your belly on your mat, you can. I'm going to try a different tactic with this one. See how we're going here, hey? Hang on. Okay. Okay, let's hope that works. So on our bellies on the mat, I want you to take your arms straight up in front of you. If you can, if you've got the space. So our feet should be hip width apart. Both arms straight up in front of you. Taking a deep breath in. As we exhale, we're lifting up with the arms. Lifting our chest off the mat just a little bit. And then as we inhale, we're lowering down. So as we exhale, we're lifting up, lifting the arms. And then inhale, lowering down. If you don't have the space, it's okay. Like me, lounge room not very big. You can just lift your back up and we're working that lower back through this sequence. Exhale to lift up. Inhale to lower it down. And then one more time. And then come down. Just come into a quad stretch quickly, just to give your back a little bit of a rest before we sort of go into level 2. We're going to jump into level 2 in a sec. We'll do the other side quad stretch later, but release that one. Arms nice and long here. So what we're going to do is as we exhale to lift, you're going to lift and then you're going to squeeze your elbows into your side and then inhale to relax. So you exhale, lift arms straight up, pull elbows into your side, inhale to reach forward. So we're lifting, pulling and squeezing. Hopefully this gets those back muscles firing for you. If you've been seated a lot through the last couple of weeks or just, you know, had a baby and you're always holding her, this is a good one. I'm going to take one more here. And then we'll grab the other side and just stretch. So a couple of deep breaths as you're stretching. Remember that we never want to hold our breath while we stretch. If we're holding our breath, we're holding tension and we're not giving the right signals to those muscles. So just really try and relax when you're stretching. All right, this time we're going to come nice and wide with the arms. The arms out nice and long. And we want to sort of keep the chest down this time. So we want to lift a little, but not too much. So as we exhale here, we're going to lift, but we're just sort of lifting the arms, squeezing shoulder blades together, drawing shoulders down away from the ears, and then inhale down to relax. So we exhale, lift and squeeze and relax. Our chin staying nice and neutral. Feeling right in between our shoulder blades. We're going to take 3 more here. And then just relax, taking hands in into your rib cage, dropping shoulders down away from your ears, tucking your chin. We take a deep breath in, and as we inhale, we're just peeling ourselves off our mat just a little bit, and then we want to relax back down. So deep breath in, coming up, exhale, release back down. Now this is level 1. If you're comfortable here, stay here. If you want to go level 2, we're going full cobra. So we inhale to peel off, we exhale, press up, looking up, and then we really try and drop our shoulders down away from our ears, and we're coming back down nice and slow. So inhale halfway, exhale, press. Inhale to hold, drop shoulders down away from ears. Exhale. Coming back down. So really use those triceps, really keep the elbows in as close to your sides as you can. Last one here. So you're really sort of trying to really bend through your back. And then we're going to come back, press back into child's pose. So you can keep your knees apart if that's more comfortable for you. Walk your hands out. Place your head on your mat and just relax. Couple of deep breaths here. Let the hips and the lower back really just sink into each other. And then we're going to come up. If you feel like you need to pop something under your knee for this next one, feel free. I'll just adjust. Let me adjust the camera slightly so you guys can still see me. We're going to have 90 degrees with both knees. We're just going to head into our hip flexor stretch. So hip flexor stretch, tucking pelvis under, up nice and tall. Take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, coming forward. And then inhale to come back. Now press through that front heel to come back. So you activate the glute and the hamstring and the quads on the other side as well. So we're coming forward, and then we're pressing back down and pressing hard into the floor. So you're getting that stretch as you go forward, and you're getting that strength as you push back. Let it relax, hip flexor relax. I told you the baby was tired. I put her in her capsule, rocked her a few times, and she's out. She just won't sleep in her bassinet, in her cot, anywhere else but the places she's supposed to sleep, right? Anyway, we work it out. So coming forward, just hold. I want you to reach your hands up to the sky. I know you can't see me very well, but reaching up to the sky, and then I want you to lean towards the front leg. So over to the side where the front leg is. So you're feeling that stretch coming all the way down. Couple of deep breaths. And then coming back, changing sides when you're ready. Other side, 90 degrees, both legs, tucking pelvis under. Exhaling to go forward. Keeping that pelvis tucked, so we don't want to arch that lower back, and then exhale, inhale, pressing into that front foot to come back. Exhale to come forward, feeling that stretch. Yeah, what we don't want to see is that we're really hinging. So we're keeping the pelvis tucked, so we're really lengthening through that hip flexor. Really enjoy the stretch, take those really deep breaths. But it takes a while for it to release. I don't know if you drop it in the chat box when we finish, but is anybody as stiff as me? Because I feel stiff as a board. And I don't know whether that's a mix of lockdown and lack of movement when you have a baby, I don't know, but I am just so crazy stiff. Everything's just not flexible. So let's come forward, reach up, and then leaning over towards that front leg. If you need to, one hand can be on the front leg, and you can just reach across with the other side. I know, again, hard to see me. Small lounge room problems. And then just relax. We're going to come to a seated position, cross-legged. If you want to pop a pillow under your hips to help not overly engage those hip flexors. Here we go. Thankfully. So sitting up nice and tall, dropping shoulders down, tucking chin, tilting head across the side, just lengthening. Finish with a couple of stretches and then you can go and enjoy your day. It's meant to be super sunny today, hopefully. Fingers up crossed. Turning the head to the side, take the hand behind, drop, chin. Coming back up, dropping the other shoulder down, tucking the chin, tilting your head to the side. Enjoying the neck stretches. Do these ones every day as well. It's important to stretch. And I think we've got so much stress and tension as well with all the things going on in life that it's good to stretch these muscles in particular. Turn the head to the side, take the head behind, dropping down. Before we do our last stretch, I want you to turn yourself to your left knee. Take your hands out in front and just walk your hands as far as they will go. Try and get your head to your knee if you can. Reaching. Deep breath here. And then around to the other side, reaching as far as you can go. Head to your knee. And then we're going to do the same, coming to the middle, walking yourself forward, head down. And then coming back up, we'll finish that last stretch. So tucking the chin, taking hands behind. Really lengthen through the neck first, and then drop down. Stretch down your spine. And then lifting up, just give the shoulders a bit of a roll. And thank you for joining. Stop the recording. Where are we? Where are we? Here we go. Stop.